Back as we start our next match of the day between Providence and Pathway. Pathway in the purple uniforms on your right. Providence in the gray uniforms to your left. And a 1-0 lead for Providence here early in set number 1. Serve here by Brewer, playing to the outside and across there by Phipps, and then return into the net. So we're tied at 1. Serve here by Phipps is out of bounds. And that hit into the net. So another service error will get us all tied up at 2. Still alive here, and that is in on the near side. And a 3-2 lead for Pathway. Again, we're in the middle of set 1. This is not best of 3 or anything like that. We're just playing 2 sets. Each individual set counts independently of everything else. And they end up seeding the tournament based off of that. So now a 4-2 lead for Pathway as Grace Ketch continues to serve. This Panthers team that is very senior heavy. And that goes out of bounds. And the serve by Burchett left up front. We have a whistle and somebody in the net for the Panthers, I guess. All tied up at 4 now. Served by Burchett is out of bounds. Make it a 5-4 lead here for the Panthers. This is played back in the middle of the floor. Set back near side. And a good hit from the back row by Clara Phipps. A 6-4 lead for Pathway. And the serve here from Quinn Horn. Near side, that's deflected and falls in. Off the hit from Perry Hastier, and she will also get set to serve. Serve here is in along the far sideline as it was returned straight back over the net by Keela Jones and managed to hit that line. So now a 7-5 lead for Pathway. And Jones will serve. And that is hit on the near sideline. Make it 7-6. Stephanie Bailey, another senior for Providence, will serve. And that's out of bounds. So an 8-6 lead here for Pathway. Amber Edwards will serve. Set back and just put across. And that hit into the net by Clara Phipps. Making an 8-7 lead now for Pathway. Set the middle, and that's tipped across by Burchett. And that's in the back corner off the hit from Grace Ketch. A 9-7 lead for Pathway. Playing to the outside, and it's in along the back line. Good hit from Courtney Hall. So if you're playing up front, bumped over by Phipps, now on the near side. That is just out of bounds. Off the hit by Hestier. That was served by Phipps. They'll play it back up front while the Panthers. Put across by Horn. On the near side, that hit out of bounds by Hestier. It's an 11-8 lead for Pathway. And that serve out of bounds. So 11-9, Courtney Hall's serve is out of bounds. So back over it goes to Pathway as they lead at 12-9 here in set one. And
did you get a block for that? Take a look.
Yeah, I think they officially called that a lift.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
Unfortunately for her, that takes the block off the stat book. And that put it to the net, so it's 12-11.
We've only been doing this how many years together now?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
We've got a few years in, and every year this is the most volleyball I get exposure to all year. So I always ask for a lot of refreshers, and sometimes I just never get it. But hopefully there could be some viewers out there that are kind of curious about the same thing. And there's probably some viewers that are thinking, good grief, that camera guy knows nothing about volleyball.
I will say, I have seen my share this year. I'm an AD back home, and we have elementary, junior high, and varsity volleyball, and I've seen my share. Some good, some not so good.
Yeah,
but,
so
you know. This played back along the near side. But
volleyball is fun. I do love volleyball, despite the lack of going out and seeing games and things. I really look forward to this tournament.
Volleyball's a challenge from an athletic director's perspective. It's a challenge. We're tied at 13 because there's so many different things that are encompassed within that. I mean, just putting the net up and down and getting it at the right height I still can't do that.
Yeah, and credit to...
I've been doing that for 5 years, and I still can't do it.
Credit to the team here at NACA. Boy, they've got a great-looking setup this year, and as always, and that's a good-looking net.
There just seems to be a lot of equipment involved with volleyball, but it is fun.
I'll tell you what I like about volleyball. I like the momentum. The momentum swings in a good game.
Well, a timeout to Pathway here. Speaking of momentum swings, Pathway had the lead for a while, and now Providence does at 15-13. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back with more of set one in just a moment. You're watching the NACA. Well, the timeout. Serve here from Hestier is an ace, making it now 16-13. That clips the top of the net. Back far side. That punched across with a fist. Left up front.
Good net play. Panthers will come up short on that exchange.
Yeah, that's pretty good work. Back up front, speaking of net play, there it is again.
Now we just
jump that time around by Brewer.
One or too many hits. She really tried to keep digging it out, but credit her for the effort.
That's Hestier with the serve. That hit into the net.
What's your thoughts on this one? Good bump set.
I think Providence is the more consistent of the two teams, but I mean, for sure, Pathway has shown flashes. So if they can make, you were talking about runs and momentum. They can make a little run here before too long. You don't want to let it stretch out much more than this, but you can get 3 or 4 point run, you can get right back in it. They've definitely got the talent to do it. And there's a hit right there. So Grace catch with that hit, 19-14, the lead now for Providence.
And also with the momentum, that confidence starts to build. A little bit more confidence when you get a big score a big point like that.
And there's a nice hit out front. They'll make it 20-14. You see right here, good set in the middle of the floor.
Effort on that dig.
Serve here into the net. Serve from Bailey doesn't quite clear the top of the net. Now 20-15. And we go back over to Providence. 21-15 is the lead here. Still 2 more matches to come your way this afternoon, 4 and 5 o'clock. And that is an ace, making it 22-15. in the middle, and that hit out of bounds by Grace Ketch. 23-15, the lead for Providence. Play back up front, that's blocked, and then left at the net. And then hit into the net by Burchett, but the Panthers, I guess, ended up in the net somewhere along the line. Actually, they're going to have a little bit of discussion here. Try to decide what happened.
What would you call that, the center judge, or?
Yeah, the main head referee, I guess I'm going to call him that. A little bit of a discussion, but I think they've got it figured out, so. And this hit into the net, so 23-16. Serve here is out of bounds. Now 24-16, and set point coming up as Perry Hester will check back in. Brewer's serve is out. Now 24-17. Emily Greer checks in. She will serve.
So as I understand, we only have 2 more games after this one?
4 and 5 o'clock. Well, we have one at 8:45, but for the early session, yeah, 2 more. And that goes into the net, and that'll do it for set 1. 25-17 is the win for Providence. We'll take a break, come back with set 2 here in just a moment. You're watching the NACA National Tournament.
Educating students.
Educating students.
To become servants of Christ. Servants of Christ.
Para llegar a ser servidores de Cristo.
To make a difference in today's world.
Faire une différence dans le monde d'aujourd'hui.
Einen Unterschied in der heutigen Welt zu machen.
Fazer uma diferença no mundo de hoje.
تغییر بدید دنیا را در این روزا.
Мы можем изменить сегодняшний мир.
Educating students.
Educating students.
And to start the second set, we have an ace for Providence as they lead at 1-0. Still have 2 more matches to go here this afternoon in our day portion of the schedule. I think it's Reynolds Mountain and Heritage next, which that could be a pretty good matchup. Is this tracked down and now bumped over? Set back on the near side. Returned into the net. So a 2-0 lead for Providence here over Pathway. And there is an ace along the far side. Make it 3-0. Now, before you say, but that was out of bounds, it went off of number 4 for Pathway, Grace Ketch. Just kind of ricocheted off of her. Stuffed up front. Nice net play there from Carson Burchett. And now continuing to serve for Providence is Elizabeth Brewer. And nobody moving for the Panthers, just some miscommunication. See right here, everybody just kind of looks and they're all talking to each other like somebody needed to go for it. So it's a 5-0 lead. And there's an ace, that'll make it 6-0. Well, we know we've seen Pathway in game 1 have a lead and for a while, so we know the Panthers are capable of putting a string together here. That is in along that back line, and another ace. That'll make it 7-0. And it's kind of the perfect storm here for Pathway 2. We get the one serve is kind of borderline in and out and goes off of somebody. That one is a high arcing serve that barely lands in bounds. And then there's just been a little bit of everything to start this game. It's tipped across, still alive here. And now Providence with it again. And in the net is Grace Ketch. And it is an 8-0 lead.
Wow. Really putting it on, turning it up.
And a timeout to Pathway. Take a break, come back with more set 2 in a moment. You're watching the NACA.
Can one choice change a life? When it's a big choice like choosing a college, it's safe to say yes. Put yourself in the shoes of a new student. You want teachers you can really learn from, classes you look forward to, friends who share your faith, and times you won't forget. But more than that, you want a college that prepares you to serve God with your life. Pensacola Christian College offers all this and more. Come see what a Christ-centered campus is like during college days at Pensacola Christian College.
Penalty timeout, back to it here as Pathway plays it back over. Set to the outside, and now the Panthers with it again. And that hit into the net by Maggie Lawson, and now a 9-0 lead. Set back over, and now to the middle of the floor. That's a nice light hit from Burchett. Make it a 10-0 lead. In for Pathway is Madison Barnett. And the serve here by Brewer. Now opportunity for the Panthers. And that's blocked up front by Burchett. And an 11-0 lead. Now let's give credit to Elizabeth Brewer too, because she's run off a pretty impressive string of serves.
Oh yeah, she's been hammering down. She's doing got a really good rally going.
Set back in the near side, just set across. Wow, and speaking of Brewer, there's another nice play. Back in the middle, that hit inbounds in the back corner. Good play there from Clara Phipps. And it's 11-1. So Maggie Lawson to serve. Set back in the near side, and a kill there for Perry Steer. And now a 12-1 lead is back in for Pathway as Emily Greer. And that's in along that back line. So the ace makes it 13-1. Yep, you can see there. Well inside the back line. Turned up front, another ace, and now a 14-1 advantage. All serve is just out of bounds off that back line, making it 14-2. So Emily Greer with the serve. Service error will make it 15-2. Since I line up for Providence comes 17. I don't have that in my program either. A few names over there I don't have. Set back to the near side. That hit into the net by Grace Ketch. And it's now a 16-2 advantage for Providence. And an ace will make it 17-2. It just seems kind of like the wheels have come off for the Panthers here.
It does.
And they played a good competitive first set.
game,
Matter of
sure
fact,
did.
they were winning for most of the first set. But just haven't really been able to put anything together so far here in set 2.
And that confidence can really go both ways. You know, as one team builds confidence, the other team can start getting discouraged and lose a little bit of hope, as it were.
So 17-3 is the lead for Providence.
But credit goes, you know, definitely credit goes to Providence
Yep.
on these big-time runs.
And there's a nice play at the net by Pathway's Amber Edwards. 17-4 now the lead for Providence. And that's served into the net. It's now 18-4. Played back to the middle. Nice hit down by Amber Edwards, making it 18-5. Serve here from Horn. Back to the middle and just tipped over. And set back in the near side. As that ends up being a kill for Providence, and now a 19-5 advantage. Courtney Hall will check back in. Serve here is an ace, making it 20-5.
Too much to handle. See if she can keep the ball rolling.
And a service error for Stephanie Bailey, making it now 20-6 as Bailey will check out. And the serve here is an ace. Make it 20-7. So played back near side, set in, so 21-7. So Providence will get the serve back here.
Uh-oh. We'll credit the Panthers with
Well,
the serve.
So rotation. I don't know. Legal rotation, I guess, before they serve the ball. That's pretty rare on the serving team usually, but I mean after you go back to serve. And at least in the manner in which that was called, it's a little bit rare. It's not so rare that a serving team gets called for that violation. Just kind of at the time that was called was a little strange. But in any case, it's 21-9. And
Wow.
there's a 21-10.
Dialed that one back. What a placement. Look at this replay.
Yeah, that's hard to come up with. There's a service error, making it now 22-10. And back in for Providence, it's Elizabeth Brewer. She's already put together a nice string in this game. Real nice. I think she served like the first 12 points or something like that.
She did.
There's another ace, now 23-10.
She can definitely get it done behind the service line.
Played up front, that ricochets off 2 or 3 people. And now 24-10. I think it looked like Madison Barnett might have gotten hit in the mouth or the nose or something. She's off at the far sideline getting looked at. And now set point at 24-10. And that ace will do it. 25-10, that's the final here in set 2. So Providence takes 2 from Pathway. Up next, we will move to our 4 o'clock game between Reynolds Mountain and Heritage. Reynolds Mountain and Heritage coming up at 4.
Should be a good one.
Should be pretty good volleyball. So we'll take a break. We'll come back with that one in just a little bit. You're watching the NACA National Tournament.